the entirety of your mind. I made $50,000, bitch, in 24 hours, girl, from me saying, oh my God, bitch. You lost your mind, ma'am. There is nothing about you that I needed to take anything from. You came and you sat in my $500,000 home and went back to your slave cabin, bitch. And you constantly talk about my basement, girl. That basement was one of the biggest elevations that you've had since your neck and your motherfucking back. Because next caller came from that. And that was the last thing that really hit that stuck for you. So let's be clear, ma'am. There's nothing that you not even down to your sour ass pussy that you have that there's anything that I could steal or want anything from. Your grandkids got cock eyes. Bitch, you produce cross-eyed ass grandkids, bitch. Your daughter worked down there to the Kmart, bitch, and she still work over there. Bitch, you drive a GMC truck. Bitch. An 82. Bitch. You sell a frozen cups from the side of your house. Ma'am, there's nothing that you're doing that inspires me or whatever. I'm a naked bag. You got bitch, don't trust no nigga. Yeah, that's cool. But girl, you're not that. Let's be clear, you're not that. Your music is cute. It gets on television shows. My voice is on tour right now. I'm receiving mechanical royalties right now from Beyonce. What are they called? Mechanical royalties currently from Beyonce. You've lost your mind. Man, we split 10 years ago. I may throw a jab. That's it. That's all I want you all to hear. But listen to KHIA. Do you hear that? Let me go to Gay Magazine because they had it. KHIA on stage talking her shit about Madison. That was the craziest part. It's like you're in a room full at a pride event speaking, using transphobia. Like you still couldn't even contain yourself to actually speak to a crowd of people and say, yes, the things that I said to her. No, but you actually repeated what you said to her. Listen to KHIA and how ridiculous she sounds. I'm sorry. Listen. Don't trust no motherfucking nigga that you trying to help. They're trying to steal. Or they're trying to make you look like you don't support the LGBT community because you don't fuck with they ass. I've been coming to DC. I've been coming to Pride for a very long time. Some of y'all don't grew up with me. Some of y'all don't been to the shows. I've been doing this shit for 25 years. Okay, I got gay family. I got a gay team. I have been supporting the LGBT community. LGTB. She said LGTB. I appreciate how some people try to make it seem like y'all. Madison, when I went that bitch was that bitch was nobody. Okay? Whenever my light was shining on that nigga, he became somebody. He been doing shit ever since. So show love and appreciate a motherfucker that try to help you, that you try to steal from, and you still try to block my bag. To try to make it seem like I was against the LGBT community because I cut your fuck ass out. It don't work like that. So I just wanted to let y'all know from my heart that I appreciate everybody for coming out and supporting me. Darryl, I appreciate you, Brian, everybody that made this show happen, everybody that supported. I appreciate y'all. But I ain't never been no bitch that's gonna let a motherfucker steal from me, disrespect me, try to take something from me that wasn't there, that claim it as there. I'm tired of doing that now. Yes, I love my LGBT community. The whole thing is gay. It's shit to that hoe is a hater. No, I like her. You bad body bitch. If I would have got on you and your mama, I would have been wrong. I like her. Be cute. I like her. All kinds of wrong. I helped that bitch. He's back now. The queen. Be all the queen. Cardi B singing your song. I helped you, bitch. She recorded, bitch. But nobody in your basement before I came home. Stop. Leave me the fuck alone, bitch. That hoe tried to call and get this show canceled. That's why I said that. Oh, she don't fuck with the LGBT community. Don't book her. We boycotting. We need to start booking more LGBT artists. Bitch, I dare you. You been LG. She keeps saying LGTB. That got so much to say. Y'all know y'all dying, and I don't look shit like y'all. Y'all know what that shit look like. What about me? That's how I feel. You see me? Do I need to start a Me Too movement for Black girls that are harassed and threatened by these men that's dressed up like girls? We are being attacked. We are being attacked each other. This has nothing to do with the transgender community. This has to do with Mandy Mad whore still being mad, refusing to let. Shout out to them for giving a little history of the thing. But KHIA has said some awful things about the kids and the trans girls. She has. And unfortunately for I'd say for a large majority of these women, and you'll probably say it's not. Y'all always say whatever somebody calls out what it is, y'all always say what it's not, but can never say what it is. The fact that she the fact that her dude allegedly gave all her money to Kevin Gates and got his face tattooed on him. See, I think it's like a misdirected hostility because you're not really ready to give up your desire for these straight men who obviously desire whoever brings them pleasure. And I think a lot of women are not ready to reconcile the truth that most men will lay with whoever gives them pleasure. Whoever gives them pleasure. And because some of these women are so tethered to their sexuality, they can't imagine that someone that they're attracted to is actually attracted to all genders, really. All genders, all sexualities, honestly. I think the majority of men who call themselves straight will literally lay with whoever will allow them to give them pleasure. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's deemed as wrong when you have women who are tethered to their sexuality and tethered to these men, and they can't put two and two together as to why, when you can have this real pussy, do you want a trans girl, right? Because it's not really about, it's just about your pussy. It's not really about your pussy, but that's why they call you females, because it really is just about your pussy. Because that's what, when they call you females, you're just an object to stick something in. That's really what they're referring to. And when these women find out that the men love the trans girls, they don't know how when you have this real, that's why the first thing they throw at a trans girl is their pussy, right? While they don't want to be objectified and riddled down to their pussy, that's the first thing in an argument with a trans woman is, you want a pussy like mine. Why? Where has your pussy gotten you? Honestly and truly, with these men. If they want your pussy so desperately, why are you being mistreated in the process? We can ask that question, right? Because the pussy, if that's what you throwing at the trans girls, then you have to ask yourself, where has it gotten you? Has it gotten you a different treatment? No, it hasn't. And that be the angst towards trans women, among other things. Again, among other things. But one of the things is the attention of men. And the trans girls fall into that foolishness too, the attention of men, throwing the fact that men that run around the community and say that they are heterosexual are actually pansexual, right? They like all genders, like they like all sexualities. They are attracted to whoever will give them pleasure. And that's the truth. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's only wrong when the women are being told like, oh, I'm straight and this and that. You get your DL men and your trade and all that other stuff. And so you're dealing with that. But a lot of that angst and anger that's directed towards trans girls is because their man has fucked with a trans girl or trans woman. So that's where it be. I know y'all gonna say that's not what it is, but when Madison said that man gave his money to Kevin Gates and got Kevin Gates' face tattooed on him, that's weird. Who does that? Well, why would a man get like another man's face tattooed on him if it wasn't like, I feel like a historical figure or a face of a depiction of Buddha or Jesus or whatever, but like
a rapper's face on you. Like even the niggas who go out and get Nipsey's face on them, I think that shit is odd. Like if you want to get a representation of Nipsey, a checkered flag will do. You know what I'm saying? Getting that nigga's face tattooed on you is crazy as hell. It is. And for your man, and every night you do one eye open like this, and you see Kevin Gates looking back at you, his vulgar, vile ass. Ugh. And that's why the girls really be mad. And so now they're going back and forth, and that's just what it is. And then look, and then listen, here they are going back and forth with each other.
Yo, not me. Gabble mouth ass just getting this new bag, bitch. It's because I told him to get it. But look, puss asshole, look how I took for you. Look how I took for you to come out. Look. Bitch, you sound you sound crazy, bitch. You sound crazy. Holla at Will Cracker, bitch. That's who stole from you, bitch. Holla at Will Cracker. That's who stole from you.
Now listen to.
Just live your life, girl. Don't be beating my mind. You do be trying to stop people bad, girl. And you need to be happy that the queen gave you a little bit of life, because you would never shine, bitch. You don't have nothing going for yourself. You need to thank me and bow down and kiss the bottom of my feet for giving you a little bit of life that you got that is still darkness, girl. You is all in your feelings today, girl. Look at how I just live rent-free in your mind. You about to lose your ground trying to roll, and you know I am not the one man, D. And if I got something to say to you, baby, I'm not going to go down. I'm going to call your phone or pull up at your house, too. So don't play no games, girl. You need to stop trying to stop people's bag. Let's talk about this washed up.
So some of the comments say, I said, saying that Madison doesn't have anything going for herself is textbook delusional. Like that doesn't even make sense. They brought up somebody to publicly bash a trans woman during Pride. Make that make sense. That's the crazy part. It's like you're standing on stage at a Pride event using transphobic language to speak about a trans woman. Like, are you okay? No, you're not okay. You're not okay. Because in your mind, she's supposed to be in the position that you're in, and you're supposed to be in the position that she's in. Madison stays working, bro. Like every time I look up, I see T.S. Madison. Every time I look up, she on some television show, in some movie, on some Netflix show, on a damn podcast, interviewing somebody on a red carpet, on a damn song. You're like, she's everywhere. Like I always say that KHIA is just like she self-sabotages. And I don't know, maybe she doesn't think she deserves the fame and the notoriety beyond my neck and my back, right? Why you're not doing anything else. And the fact that you're saying that she needs to kiss the bottom of your feet, she doesn't have anything going for her. You stay on her mind, right? And Madison is right. Every now and again, she will say something, she'll even quote KHIA, right? Put your trust in a nigga, stupid bitch, how you figure, stupid hoe, how you figure. So she says it all the time. That's KHIA, right? But outside of that, I don't know. I really feel bad for the girls who are so tethered to their sexuality that when their boyfriends either sleep with a trans woman or sleep with a cis man, that they then take their anger and hostility out towards that community. That's like a white person or white people being mad at black people because your daughter dates a black man. So you hate all black people because now you mad. Now you got energy for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing from my perspective. But anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about related to that, girl. That's gonna be its own video because yeah, I'll do that. Will be part 1, and this will be the part 2 of that. So let's see what else is going on, girl. Because I could stop this video, but no, this will just be part 2.
I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
Saying that Madison has nothing going on for herself is wild when she's been acknowledged and credited by Beyonce, and it's one of her popular songs on Renaissance has been rotating A rotating judge on Drag Race, has a Grammy and an Emmy through them too, owns a new mansion, donated her previous chateau as a starter house for trans women, has a new podcast where her first guest is Tina Knowles, has worked with Tyler Perry, has her own successful shows, and is loved by many in the community and entertainment industry. I think the question is, what doesn't Madison have going on? She's literally doing everything. Period. Yeah, there's a lot of people on Madison's side. Somebody said T.S. Madison doesn't have anything going on for herself. Is KHIA okay? No, she's not. And how dare, like at the right beginning of Pride season, Pride month, it's like, girl, this is like the official start, and you get on the stage and you're being transphobic. That to me is baffling in itself. It's like, wow. And to me, I equate that to violence. I'm sorry, I do. I do. I don't care who it is. And the fact that all of those men sat on that stage and just allowed it to go, like, that's crazy. But they say it's a lot. There's, gay men. Like, you think, because, like you always say, just because we share identity doesn't mean we're in community. Just because we belong to the LGBTQ community doesn't mean that gay men all gay men hold a space for trans women. Right? We just saw that with Craig. Who was he going? Craig was arguing with somebody the other day. Who was Craig arguing with? Was it Hope or Angelica? It was somebody. He was going back and forth with somebody, but acknowledging that just because you belong to the queer community, that just within that community everybody gets along or everybody understands the other person's journey. It's the same thing. So, and just because you're arguing with somebody that doesn't share your identity, you don't have to call out in the most harmful, violent way their identities like that. That's just so weird, because that would be like somebody calling you an N-word in an argument, and you'd be like, what does that have to do with anything? Why are you trying to use a slur against me? Argue with me about what we arguing about. Don't mention my identity. That's a true motherfucking bitch who can argue with somebody and not mention their identity or their sexuality or even their religion, whatever it is. Like, you gotta get some new material, get better. And KHIA's a roaster, so I don't even get it. I feel like that's late and lazy to be transphobic and homophobic, especially when you say that you are a supporter and you're not a supporter. You only go to who has enough self-hatred and internalized homophobia to give you a job. And that's the crazy part, because if these girls were standing up and themselves had enough pride, there's no level of pride that would hire a transphobic or a homophobic person to headline, sing at, rap, introduce, host, nothing. No, you don't have any pride. That's why she said, y'all not the real pride, because you can't have pride and then call someone up who commits acts of violence, saying that she's bothering you, saying that she's harassing you, sending people over her way to then spew the same shit that you're spewing out of your mouth, and empowering people to feel affirmed in their biases and in their bigotry and in their transphobia and homophobia. You just pump those people up. So the fact that anybody would even hire her to do that is wild as hell. You don't have pride. You don't. That's like having a Black Pride event and inviting Andrew Schultz. Exactly. Exactly, girl. So that's it. It is what it is. A lot of people are on Madison's side, and it's like, when you think about it and you look at the like, Madison wasn't lying. Like I'm saying, like, I'm like, find the lie. It's all there. It says Love is Blind stars Lauren and Cameron are expecting their first child after 4 years of trying. It's been a long time coming. No, it's just allowing you all to have a relationship with each other before you introduce a new personality in the form of a baby into your relationship. I don't understand. Well, and it happens, and it happens. It happens. So congratulations to Lauren and Cameron and having their little baby. They're from Love is Blind. Y'all remember them, right? All right, let's see what else is happening. Danity Kane's Don Richard denies drugging her ex, Day 26 member Q. I've never drugged anyone. Yeah, I was listening to the commentary around this thing with Don giving Q a pill and then thinking that it was ecstasy and it was a horse tranquilizer or something like that. That was going on last week, like Friday afternoon. And I was like, why is everybody reporting that Don drugged him? Like that's like me and you going to a party and we're partying. We're like, yes, let's get this party on. And then I take something from someone and say, okay, thank you. We're gonna do this together. And I go to you and give you the drug and be like, yeah, Puff gave this to us. Let's take it. Boop. And you take it and I take it. I drugged you? Why are y'all reporting it like she drugged him? She gave him something that was given to her. Like, I don't understand why people kept saying that. So now Dawn has come out to say that she did not drug him. In a post and delete, the Danity Kane singer appeared to respond to Q's recent claim that she gave him a pill back in the day, alleging at Diddy's request. She wrote, I want to be unequivocally clear. I have never drugged anyone, nor have I ever given anyone pills to take. The suggestion that I did so is categorically false. If such a belief were genuine, it would be inconsistent with actions that followed. Q shared the allegation during his appearance on Aubrey O'Day's podcast. He described a disturbing night at Diddy's Hamptons estate where he claimed he took a pill, in quotes, a horse tranquilizer, from Don, reportedly passed down from Diddy. He said his body heated up and he blacked out and later woke up screaming in the bed of Diddy's twin daughters. If you recall, Don and Q met while filming Making the Band and dated for 5 years. She says, it continues. She said it would also be inconsistent with choosing to attend social events without me, engaging with individuals I had previously expressed concerns about, and continuing to live with or provide favors to those same individuals. Many of these actions occurred while I was not present or even in contact with you. Throughout our time together and even after our separation, I made a conscious decision not to share or disclose private matters or the circumstances surrounding the end of our relationship to protect you. You know how many women do that? The gaggle and the line of women who have not shared their relationship with Common. I hope they shared it amongst each other as y'all pass that nigga around town. I hope y'all knocked on J Hud's door and was like, girl, let me tell you about Common. Serena, Angela, who else? Who else dated Common? At this moment, I believe it is essential to recognize that many people are dealing with the pain and hardship. This situation is not about one person. It reflects a broader harm that has affected many. I sincerely hope that healing, the wholeness are possible for all involved. My intention is and always has been to move forward with compassion and integrity, and I pray others do the same. Let's read some of the comments. It says, man, that man ain't lying on you. And now, of course, they're going to take the man's side. Now, the man came out and said that they want Don to somehow be connected. Same way they want to implicate Cassie being some way connected to Diddy. Y'all are so desperately looking for a woman to blame in all of this. No, it's the man. It's not all men, but it's always a motherfucking man, right? Okay, thank you. I didn't think his history was saying that she drugged him, just that Diddy told her to give it to Q. I assume she did not know what it contained. That's my understanding too. But the way that the blogs are reporting it is why she probably feels she has to come out. That's what my understanding of it was. When I listen to him speak, I hear and feel the pain. I definitely stand with Q. I stand with all the victims. Everyone was manipulated and a victim, and that's why we are all here. And the crazy part is, did everybody forget how he did all of his artists? Like, not one of them was left unscathed. That's why I don't understand why anybody thinks that his tyrannical behavior skips some people. I don't think it does. I truly do not think his behavior skips people. The way that y'all think that Jesse and Delilah are safe with him is nuts. That little baby love, they're not safe with that man. Men have a way, and we have heard stories over generations, a way of emotionally disconnecting from their children to the point where they'll put their children up and harm them, right? And use them and teach them their ways. Christian Combs, the one that looks just like his father, is named in a complaint for his alleged SA for a woman on a boat, an actual employee on the boat. So y'all acting like these kids they've never been a witness, or we need to protect the children from their father. They know who that monster is. And the way that people are being given things that make them pass out and them not know what the fuck is happening when they wake up. Like I said, Jesse and Delilah, I don't believe they're exempt at all. I don't. I believe her Q was over emotional and an immature man child. If he don't go heal somewhere. He didn't say she drugged him though, but the blogs are saying it. And he took the drug at his own free will. He wasn't under duress either to take it. So that's another point, right? But if I'm trusting you enough to give me something, I'm hoping that you're not giving me something to make me not remember the night. Shit, I'm trying to take this so we can party and remember the night, bitch. Not remember it. The fuck. I need to remember. If I'm about to have a good old time, I need to be able to remember. Do you hear me? That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what Ryan Clark is talking about. I don't even really care. Did y'all see Lizzo? Lizzo taps into rap alter ego Lizzy for Whim Whammy remix and shows love to women in rap. Lizzo has said from the beginning that she was a rapper. She has been saying that from day one. Just because y'all don't like the way, I don't know if y'all put her in the category with Will Smith where we have fun when we're rapping, right? Because Will Smith had fun and the girls couldn't stand it. Like Will Smith used to go back and forth with the gangster rappers because Will Smith would not cuss. Him and Eminem used to go. Eminem tried to attack Will Smith for not cussing, but Will wants to have fun. I just posted something, him freestyling the other day. I was like, listen to Will. Yes, the Fresh Prince. Don't get it fucked up. Do not get it fucked up. But she's the same, where people act like because she's not this gangster and she's not out here trying to shoot people or rob people, that it's not rap. You know what I'm saying? Lizzo even said that she got her name from Jay-Z. So her name is Melissa, right? And sometimes they call them Missy or like Missy Elliott or Lizzy, right? So she named herself Lizzo after Jay-Z. To the Izzo, to the Izzy. Yes, that's where she got that from. So she's very much influenced by the thing, as we all are in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So she got down there with her smaller body frame in a bikini, honey, and was rapping to the girls. Listen to Lizzo.
I've been fat and I've been skinny, bitches still ain't fucking with me. When me, I put my bitches on, I'm trying to give them Grammys. When me, just Lizzo copy, took them bitches off the list, now they can't stand me. Fuck all that beefing, we too pretty. Bitches summer, we outside, put some giddy on your titty. What can I say? Take off the foo-foo. Took them talking shit about me, can't even outdress my little boo-boo. Nana boo-boo, I go cuckoo. I do ratchet more than you do. All my girls just pass the man around, he just got off the choo-choo.
I put that on my mama. Yeah. Come on, Lizzo. I always support Lizzo. I'm sorry. Big little Lizzo, big Lizzo, little Lizzo, whatever, girl. I'm here for it. That's so funny. That is hilarious. Ooh, girl, no, thank you. Y'all be doing the most. Just age. Just age. The people be so afraid to age. Chrissy Teigen reveals she had her hairline lowered after postpartum hair loss. It's just very thin up there. Ooh. Ooh, that looks painful. It does. It looks so painful, girl. Okay, let's see what else is happening. Lizzo talks about her man, her weight loss, the music on the next episode of Jason Lee tomorrow on Zeus Network. Let's see what else is happening. Cardi B blames her album delay on bundles, holds up, and says she should have announced her project last week. It's so funny to me, and it's Libras can never make a decision. They can never make a decision, ironically, and it's ironic that they're the scales and need to be balanced, but they can never make a decision. Now listen to her. Listen.
Now, like right now, it's not my fault. Right now is really, 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 really not my fault. Well, it kind of is, but it's kind of not, because it's like I'm gonna talk about it when I put the announcement out. But like, you know, I'm trying to get everything at the same time.
It's never gonna be perfect, poo poo. It's never gonna be perfect. It's never gonna be. Just do it. Just put it out. And I imagine for her, because she only has literally, she's like Lauryn Hill 2.0. She's only has one. Cardi B literally only has one album. And so I imagine this sophomore album, even though she's featured on so many songs, and I think that's one thing that she does and that she has been advised to do, I'm sure, is to stay doing features so your name doesn't totally leave out of the space. But I imagine that it is a lot of pressure trying to come out with a sophomore project and hopefully it being as well received as what Invasion of Privacy with Bodak Yellow is so old. But it still goes because it's an ultimate shit talking fucking record. It is. So her album release, everybody's like, come on, when are you coming out? Now she's complaining that they're, I guess the way that they have to select their packaging now, which is so weird for artists. And the music industry, the record industry is just so different from what it was just like 15, 18 years ago. It's just really, really different. So I guess you got to buy bundles, and I guess the bundles is how they're going to promote and where your product is going to go and how things are going to happen. So I guess that's what she's trying to figure out. And it's kind of her fault, but it's kind of not. So it's funny that she's saying that, right?
Like, I'm gonna talk about it when I put the announcement out. But like, I'm trying to give everything at the same time. This bundle should be annoying. I'm not even gonna lie, this bundle should be annoying. Like, it got so much bullshit, and people just be fucking. I don't know. Like, I that's why I don't like depending on other people for certain things.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about artists. I'm talking about like with these bundle stuff. But it's coming out great. I really wish I would have done the fucking album announcement last week when shit was hot. But you know what I'm saying? I can't do that. Don't put this on Twitter neither. Like, cause like if y'all gonna talk about it, talk about it in the group chat.
She said, talk about it in the group chat. Girl, your Twitter feed is the group chat. Cardi B is afraid her album will fail, so she's living on the glories of success of her first album. She's in the comments. My album is not going to fail because it's amazing and I'm confident about it. And I got 2 number ones off my first album. I don't rely on my first album success. I rely on hit making. She's in the comments. They be in the comments, these celebrities. She's on the Jasmine brand in the comments. Shout out to Cardi B. Shout out to Belle Khalees. All right, let's see what else. Oh my God. It's about to get ugly. So Clarissa Shields is a 30-year-old in a relationship with a 47-year-old washed up rapper, Papoose.
It was gone.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep. Really.
And she is taking everything that he's saying and going against Remy Ma, which, whatever. But I was listening to Remy talk about Papoose. And we all know and we have accepted and all can agree that Remy Ma is a male identified woman. She always sees the man's point of view. So this is like when I listen to her talk about Papoose and calling him emotional, as if there's something wrong with that. And then also saying that he's like a girl, like insulting him with what would be considered feminine traits. Like a man would say that another man is being emotional and you acting like a girl, right? I had to remember, I'm like, yeah, even though she's a woman, she's definitely speaking from her internalized male identity. That's why people call Papoose her wife. That's why people say that they're in a gay relationship or a lesbian relationship, right?
I want you to stop lying. What about your lesbian relationship, bitch?
Because of the way that how masculine and male identified Remy Ma is. And I was like, damn, when I was listening to her talking, I was like, she's calling him a girl, like insulting him by using her own identity. Like that's how you know you don't like yourself, when you can use yourself as a way to insult a man by calling him a girl or like a girl or something, right? Then you wonder why men have such a weird relationship with women, because you are insulting him for being like a girl, but then you want him to be attracted to and want him to be kind to people he should be averted to being like. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, you got to think about when you insult a man by saying he's a girl, you're using your own identity to insult him. So that means that, to me, that you don't really think highly of yourself at all. And which like affirms that you're definitely male identified. So when I hear the way Remy Ma is talking to Papoose, it's like a man talking to a man. That's why they say y'all in a lesbian relationship or a gay relationship. Because you calling him a girl and you a girl, but you acting like a man and he a man. So I don't know what kind of relationship it is, but it is what it is. But I think Clarissa Shields needs to mind her goddamn business. I really do. I really do. I really do. I really do. I really think that Remy Ma keeps calling Clarissa his come up. I agree. I agree that he is coming up off of her, because why are you connecting yourself to a 30-year-old? Why? Because of who she is, right? He's in there boxing, holding the things up while she's training, showing that he can be this supportive partner. We saw him be supportive for Remy Ma. While he was not faithful, he still waited for her. We're not going to take that away from him, because men don't do that, right? And I don't know if when you think like he was waiting for her, that he was not going to have sex with other women. That's impossible. That shouldn't be expected. Shit, they can't even expect that out of priest. Hello? So to expect just a man not even of the cloth, okay, to remain celibate while his wife is in prison is crazy as hell, to even assume that he could accomplish that feat at all. So that's all I have much to say. I just had to come down here, had to do our Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's already 12 o'clock. So let's get these videos edited and get these up so we can watch them all today. All right, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments.